I am Victoria, and I will be playing Piccola.
I am Secreli, and I will be playing Frida and Mrs. Breedlove.
I am Rochelle, and I will be playing Choli and Claudia. In the book, we see Piccola's family, the Breedlove family. Her family was neglectful and abusive. Her dad and mom would usually have fights that led their kids to grow up in a bad environment, which they lacked love in.
Throughout the book, Piccola always dreamed of being beautiful. She looked up to these beauty standards that were advertised: blue eyes, white skin, and blonde hair. Her mom also played a role. She cared more about a little white girl whose family she works for.
Piccola also has problems within herself. She believed that the only way she could have been happy was by having blue eyes. Her desire to have these features made her feel like she wasn't good enough. All of this led to Piccola having trauma and treating the world as her fantasy, believing that she had blue eyes.
Piccola's environment was also full of trouble. Outside of home, she got made fun of simply because of the way she looked. Kids would mock her and ultimately try to make her feel worthless.
One day, Piccola's dad sadly raped his own daughter and impregnated her. Because of all the trauma Piccola faced in her regular day-to-day life, she didn't tell anyone that this had already happened before. Her father did wrongful things to her, and because of the way society treated her, she stayed quiet.
After people found out she was impregnated, they believed she was weird and a freak. Everyone gossiped around her, even though Choli was the one that got her pregnant, and Piccola was just a little girl who was afraid. Claudia and Frida wanted to do something about this, but they were taken aback because of the struggles they also faced and the pressures of being judged.
Hello, my name is Victoria again.
My name is Secreli Gonzalez.
And my name is Rochelle Raya. And today we're going to be talking about Blue's Eye by Toni Morrison. This is a book we'll be talking about. So The Bluest Eye is a coming-of-age novel. It was set during the World War II, Cold War, and when the United States was recovering from the Great Depression. The book is set in Lorain, Ohio. It was placed in the early 1940s, which is around the start of World War II.
The main character of the book is Piccola Breedlove, a young black girl who is insecure with her appearance. Throughout the book, Piccola's insecurity grows and becomes more prominent to the rest of the characters. The character whose perspective we read from is Claudia, whose family brought in Piccola during tough times. Claudia and Frida, who is Claudia's sister, grow close with Piccola. We also meet Choli and Mrs. Breedlove. Choli is Piccola's alcoholic and abusive father who throughout the book creates conflicts with his family. And Mrs. Breedlove is Piccola's mother. She feels isolated and ugly like Piccola, which makes her have a complicated and cold relationship with the rest of her family.
So in The Bluest Eye, the main conflict is between Piccola herself. It's about her wanting to be beautiful, and she has these beauty ideals that she believes she needs to follow, as well as dealing with a lot of family problems, fights between parents, and overall racial biases she faces throughout society. Her life never fully recovered since it was practically destroyed after she got pregnant by her dad. Everyone avoided her after that and excluded her from society, and she was seen as a freak after that.
The author uses techniques like imagery to illustrate the events in the books and the metaphors to add more meaning to the text. So a social issue that is explored in this book is poverty, since it's seen in the girls' families. This mainly surrounded black families. We also saw perspectives of white families, and you could tell they were very well off compared to black families, as well as sexual assault issues, since the main character Piccola sadly faced this issue. This book has been banned in school libraries across several states such as Florida, Pennsylvania, and Georgia, specifically the Wentzville School District.
Censors had a problem with the violence and language of the book, specifically its description of sexual assault and child abuse. According to anoisewithin.org, banning of The Bluest Eye became more frequent with each passing decade, and this trend continues. In 2022, The Bluest Eye came at number 3 most banned books.
So overall, do you guys agree with it or no? Like with banning the book or
I don't
anything else?
agree with it because I feel like this book talks about really important issues that like you can't ban it because like people should know about this, especially the youth.
Yeah, like also it's like young people, we still don't really know everything about the world, and having these type of books help us like know like things that we don't really think of. There's two sides in things, like the good side and the bad side, and this book obviously has bad sides that some kids are ignorant to.
I believe that this book should not be banned because it brings a lot of light to a lot of issues that should be talked about, and although these problems should be talked about, they shouldn't be normalized.
No, it's not. It's good. It's good.
who are both. Wait, what are they?
What? I didn't hear you.
Restart. Okay, ready?
And as well, wait, what am I saying?
Stop this. Claudia and Frida, who is Claudia's sister, grows close together. Wait, what? Wait, no.
The Bluest Eye. Made by. Wait, what's her name? Wait.
All decades during which American tolerance for sexual explicitness in literature and everything else increased.